Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning is on COVID-19, also referred to as the coronavirus. On January 21st, the first case in the U.S. was identified in Washington State. And then on March 11th, the World Health Organization declared the outbreak a pandemic, the first time since H1N1 back in 2009. Our goal this morning is to look at this pandemic, how it's affecting our area, as well as how we can help make a difference together while apart. And my first guest is Major Steve Woodard. He's the divisional secretary for Wisconsin and Michigan Division and the Milwaukee County coordinator for the Salvation Army of Milwaukee County. How are you, Major Woodard?
Good. How are you, Andrea?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, doing as well as we can. Obviously, we are doing this teleconference interview, practicing social distancing. So I thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm glad that we can communicate and partner together to get out some good help and need for our community.
Absolutely. So it's well known that the Salvation Army is committed to doing the most good, and that mission remains as we battle this coronavirus outbreak. So how have you guys been faring over there with trying to help people and follow the social distancing and all of these things?
Well, it's very busy. Obviously, you can understand that, why we're even doing a video conference. Like I said, we're honoring the social distancing and quarantining piece, but need knows no season. People still have help and needs and the Salvation Army is stepping up to do that 24 hours a day. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Our shelters are full. We're providing food assistance. It's nonstop, and need is only growing in a different way. But for us to reach out to them, we're going to do that and be committed to that.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So it's worth mentioning your worship and community centers, activities and worship services, all those things have been suspended, but you've got officers that are on site and buildings open, as you just said, for emergency assistance, such as food pantries and things of that nature.
Absolutely. And I think the wonderful thing is, I think as we are supposed to, in some ways, we have to think outside the box, but think inside the box right now. A lot of people, even the worship ways, those Salvation Armies are trying to provide a lot of different Facebook worship opportunities, Bible studies, still having that spiritual support available, even if we can't meet together as a group. A lot of people are being very creative that way to connect and make sure that people aren't forgotten, especially through this very difficult.
Yeah, these are very scary times for a lot of people. That would be the word that they use. Unpredictable is certain. So Sinclair Broadcast Group, which of course operates CW18 and My 24, is proud to partner with the Salvation Army on a community relief effort. It's called Sinclair Cares, Your Neighbor Needs You. So if you would kind of give us an idea of some of the things that you actually need at the Salvation Army at this time. And I know monetary donations are always welcome.
Absolutely. Those donations, even monetary, help stretch that dollar even further for us to kind of move that for those needs specifically. But in-kind gifts that we could definitely benefit from that we're giving out are the non-perishable food items, baby supplies, hygiene products, cleaning and sanitary items, and paper products. Those things that you're thinking about, there's a lot of their families that can't have those or can't find those. And if you have those extra items, please reach out to think about that and donate that and bring those or have those delivered to the Salvation Army.
Okay, so that would be a question for most people watching. If they have these things that they would like to donate to help make a difference, how do they go about getting those things to the Salvation Army and honoring the social distancing and the rules that are set in place?
Well, those buildings and all the Salvation Army locations are still being operated by Salvation Army officers that are there. So if they can just put it in their vehicle, go to the front of that building, drop it off, knock at the door, and run away, whatever it needs to do to honor that social distancing, we'll honor those gifts and be able to get those back out to families right away.
Okay, so I would like to go into further detail of how this campaign works. It's a national campaign with Sinclair with a local focus. It kicked off on March 31st, and basically we're encouraging our viewers who are able to help in any form, whether it be monetary donations or the things that you've mentioned, to please do what they can to help their neighbors in need. So they can go to www.salvationarmyusa.org and get more details, or go to cw18milwaukee.com or my24milwaukee.com for the details. But what is really awesome is that Sinclair Broadcast Group is providing a total match up to the first $100,000. So in these uncertain times, we are able to stand together while physically being apart, and that's really what it's all about.
It is. It's truly. We sure thank Sinclair and thinking about that, because, it was put on my heart thinking about social distancing and quarantining does not give us a free pass not to care about and do something for other people that are in need. And that's where we're able to step and partner together, and partnering with Sinclair is truly amazing, because that's where needs get met and people are going to be helped during this difficult time.
Yes, indeed. So if you would, Major Woodard, give us a phone number where someone could call to get more information on what we've talked about, or some of the other programs and services that you have in place, specifically during the time that we are battling COVID-19.
Absolutely. Yeah. Telephone number for anybody that would want is 414-302-4300. You can call there to get information in regards to the Salvation Army, how they can help. Also, if there's an opportunity to give anything else of that, we have the online sites for them to donate, to get some of that information as well.
Okay, and that phone number again is 414-302-4300. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us before we wrap things up?
Just once again, thinking about somebody else, be creative, think about how you can reach out to, I know it's still honoring the social distancing, but there's opportunities to think about your neighbor, think about opportunity to how you can give, how you can walk alongside by somebody, do the electronics, call somebody by the phone, just make sure you connect, walk through it, and actually talk with somebody. There's a lot of anxiety a lot of people are dealing with and not knowing how to process what's going on. Just to connect in, just reach out, just think about them and think about what God could do and how God can use you through this difficult time. And we're going to get through it together. But it really takes us working together and partnering. It's going to make this happen.
Absolutely. This too shall pass. We have to definitely keep the faith. Major Steve Woodard is the Divisional Secretary for Wisconsin and Michigan Division and the Milwaukee County Coordinator for the Salvation Army of Milwaukee County. We are going to wrap things up. Taking a look at our campaign video for Sinclair Cares, Your Neighbor Needs You. Thank you so much, Major Woodard, for all that you do, and to everyone at the Salvation Army as you continue to do the most good.
Thank you, Andrea. Appreciate it so much.
You take care.
You too. God bless.
Milwaukee, your neighbor needs you. Let's help each other through the coronavirus crisis. Go to my24milwaukee.com and click to see how you can help your neighbor. The Salvation Army in Milwaukee needs non-perishable food items, baby supplies, hygiene products, cleaning and sanitizing items, and paper products. Or make a monetary donation through the Salvation Army, where all proceeds stay right here in Milwaukee to help our neighbors in need. Join My24 Milwaukee, Sinclair Cares, and the Salvation Army Your Neighbor Needs You campaign.